couple again, Gold and Key, and we are back with another video today because you already know that's what it is. Before we even get the talking and the popping, if you have not already subscribed and liked and commented on our last two videos, first one was the Facts and Smack challenge, and the other one was unfortunately boyfriend does girlfriend makeup, because that was still really bad. But we're not gonna reminisce on that. So, and already, go ahead, if you have not already as well, go ahead, hit that subscribe and like button for this video already, because you already know it's about to be lit. And you definitely read that comment. You if you already have not read the title, you already know what it is. It is story time this time, and we are going to tell you guys the question that you all have been asking us on TikTok and more, which is, one, how long we've been together, and two, how we even met for any of this to even have come upon. So, without further ado, right now, let's just get into the video. So, this is gonna be a fun story to tell. We're kind of gonna be jogging down memory lane with this one, but yeah, it's not a super long story, but it is definitely an interesting. I'm gonna tell my part, and then you can tell your part, okay? And then we can kind of, you know what I'm saying? As some of you guys already know, if you have followed us from TikTok, when I have replied to a couple of you guys' comments where y'all have asked, like, where did I even get this guy? Like, where did I find him? Like, all this other stuff. And I really said, like, a warehouse, because that's really where I found him, was in a warehouse. We both work for a warehouse company, of course. And so I ended up becoming cool with one of the girls that worked there. At the time, I was kind of going through like a weird thing with my ex-boyfriend, no, my now current, of course, ex-boyfriend. It ended up coming to a point of where, like, him and I completely, like, was not really talking at all. I started feeling like, you know, well, I'm basically never gonna be happy. So my friend at the time that I became cool with, she was already cool with Red. They actually called each other brother and sister. First time I ever saw this guy, we were standing on the belt or whatnot, scanning the boxes, and he walks up while I was talking to the girl, and he did not speak, okay? He did not even look you didn't even look my way or nothing. Like, he was rude. And the way my mother taught me is that whether if you walk into somebody's house, you better speak, or if you interrupt somebody's conversation or you walk up or anything, you acknowledge both people that's standing right there. And he didn't do that. So, you know, me being me, I said something. So I was like, you know, I think it's real rude that you came up and you didn't even say nothing. Like, you didn't speak, you didn't do nothing. Like, I didn't sleep with you last night. What's wrong with you? So he was being the nice guy that he is. He was just like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, how are you? You know, like, because he was just like, wait a minute. I did not expect that at all. So from that point on or whatnot, like, you know, I still wasn't really paying no attention to him because I was just like, oh, he's rude. And the thing is that when he came up, he was talking about trying to get to know another female that was standing behind me. And asked me, yes, and asked me if I knew what her name was. And I was just like, I'm lying. That's not what happened. That is what happened. Well, you're gonna have your time, but that is what happened. He still to this day keep denying it, but whatever. So he came up and I remember he was telling a story about somebody he said he was dealing with, and somebody pulled up to his mama house or something, like being crazy. And I was just like, oh, you must gave her that good for her to be putting up to your mama house, this and that, whatever. He talking about some, I mean, you know, but I mean, nah, that girl crazy. And like I remind you, he already, before he even said any of that, he already was asking about the girl that was standing behind me. You know what I'm saying? Because he was asking the girl who I was cool with, he was like, where are your single friends at? I want a girlfriend, blah, 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 all this other stuff and everything. Okay, those wasn't his words verbatim, but that's basically what he was saying. How I really decided to even become friends with this boy, or even like say more than 10 words to this boy, was Like I said, I was talking to the girl about my ex. She was like, you know, well, won't you, you know, try to, you know, be friends with Red or whatnot. And I said, who? I said, who is that? Because I didn't even know his name, okay? I did not know your name at first.
She thought I was cute.
We didn't get to that point yet. Like I said, she was like, you should try to, you know, maybe you and Red, y'all could be cool. And then I said, I don't want no relationship. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I wanted me a girlfriend. I didn't want to do it with no more boys. I didn't want to do none of that. And she was like, well, you never know. You know, it may be really nice. You guys may work out and all sort of crap and everything. And I was just like, I don't want to. I ain't even gonna lie. What he got me was he bought me food. Girls, you already know the way to even soften up my heart is you get me some food. He was just like, what you want? Get what you want. He didn't even say it was a limit. Then after that, he bought me snacks at work. I was like, oh, and he bought me apple juice, and I didn't even know he knew that I like apple juice, and he bought me apple juice. I was like, oh, he trying to be bad. And anybody had time for that. Like, I was just like, oh, you trying to get me, and you ain't about to do that, right? Like I said, I started like really starting to like him a little bit more because he was buying me food, he was buying me snacks and stuff, and it was even without me even having to act. We'll go to a place like on lunch break, and he would just be like, you know, you want something, get what you want. It was turning into a real thing. I was like, what is this? I can't. I didn't know what was happening. The way the universe works is crazy because I actually did see him before I even knew who he was, or before me and the girl even got cool. Like, I did see him before. He was on the little cart with the boxes. There was this other guy. He was trying to talk to another girl that I was like, you know, on the belt with and everything. And we both was just like, oh no, he's ugly. And he ended up like driving up behind the guy. And I ended up saying, I was like, I'd rather for him to try to talk to, you know, one of us. I was like, at least he's cuter than he is. And I did think he was cute, even though I don't even like normally go for guys that have dreads and stuff. But I did think he was cute. You know, he was quiet. He was to himself. I did think he was cute. So it was kind of crazy that like later down the line, like we end up, you know, getting to know each other. You want to tell your side of how you met me, and then we can say how we even got together?
Oh, okay, that's how this went down. So, you know, I'm like a yard jockey, so I drive like the trucks outside, and so like I was saying, I'm like a yard jockey, so I drive the trucks outside, so I come inside every now and then, you know, to like get some water or get a snack or something like that. So I came in the building, and I seen one of my homegirls, so I had walked in, I got some water, then I was gonna go back outside, then she had called me over, she was like, come here. So I went over there, started talking to her, then this one right here, she gon', you know, talk something, excuse you. You can't speak, and you know, all that crap. You know me, I'm a nice guy, so I'm like, oh, you know, my fault. Hey, how you doing? I didn't mean to be rude or whatnot, interrupt y'all conversation, but I didn't really interrupt that conversation. The homegirl did, because she called me over there, you know.
You lying, because you walked up to us, but
no,
okay.
I didn't. They called me. When I was over there, it was a girl behind her. She had some toothpaste on her mouth, right?
Oh my God!
She had toothpaste on her mouth.
Why are you lying?
It was like toothpaste on her mouth right there.
Time.
And her mouth was looking like real white. So I'm like, what's that girl name?
Oh my God.
I was like, what's her name right there, you know, so I could let her know she got some toothpaste on her mouth. But they didn't know the girl's name, so I just went back outside to mind my business, you feel me? Yeah, what happened after that, though?
Remember you thought I was gay.
Oh, yeah, you feel me? So
I do like girls, but I'm not, like, completely gay.
Yes,
so.
she is. On Tuesdays. Nah, I'm just playing. So, work over, we went outside, and I seen my friend, my homegirl or whatnot, and this one... they was outside dancing and stuff. Like, I was like, what the heck are they doing, you know? They doing TikTok. I didn't even know what the hell TikTok was. Like, I did not know. They were just over there dancing.
Really? You didn't know? I thought you knew.
Nah, man. I thought that was for kids. But, you know, They not really paying me any attention, you know. They doing what they doing, and I'm just standing there watching, you know. I kind of like what I see, but, you know, I thought she was gay, so, you know, I wasn't really, like, paying too much attention, but
He didn't like what he saw. He wanted the girl that was behind me, like.
Who was behind you?
That girl.
Man, she had toothpaste
Bruh,
on her mouth.
she did not. You asked what her name was.
Because she had toothpaste on her mouth. So, basically, that's how that went down. Then, you know, we just start, like, hanging with each other, like, day after day. It was 4 of us. I forgot to mention the other dude, but, you know, yeah.
The other guy, them two were already friends. They all kind of was already kind of like a little small kind of friend group already. So I squiggled up in there type of thing. Now that we all know how we met, now how we got together, like I said, we were just, him and I were just friends, okay?
But she liked me though.
I like that he was a nice guy. He was dealing with a tough like baggage of his past situation, and so was I. He had his guard up and I had my guard up too at the same time, you know, but I was actually really starting to like him. Y'all know how us women are. We could be vulnerable. It was just really nice. He just had like good energy. That's what it is. He just had like very, very good energy. But so as we said, you know, that there was the 4 of us. So we became a whole like little family. We ended up deciding that we were going to move in together because my lease was coming up like to an end soon, and so was his. It'd be kind of cool. We all lived together. So originally, me and the girl was supposed to live together. Me and her was supposed to be roommates, but she kind of was like in a like sticky situation. So me being the good friend that I am, I was just like, all right, cool. Like I'll stick it out here. That's what ended up happening. So we ended up all becoming cool with the boys too. So it was like, it'd been dope if all of us lived together, because then it would be cheap on the rent, boy. Trying to tell you, 4 ways, like, oh, what a been saving. When we decided that we were going to move in together, it really started to become like Red and I were the only ones that were like really taking it serious. You know what I'm saying? Maybe because we was the only ones that had like a time limit on us moving and stuff. We actually did find a place, and the application came out and money was put down on this apartment, and the only 2 people that completed the application was like you guessed it, it was only just us that filled out the application. Now the crazy part is that all 4 of us put money down on the apartment, but only 2 of us was the ones that was actually filled out the application. I'm a real stickler when it comes down to like time frames and stuff. So it's like, cause I really don't like last minute stuff, and I kept trying to tell them, I'm like, you know, if you don't want to do this, like, just let us know so we can know how to move. Like whether we just need to be looking for 2 bedrooms instead of 3 bedrooms, 4 bedrooms, whatever. Like just let us know. You know what I'm saying? Cause this is just wasting time. And they kept leading us on saying, no, like we want to do it, and it was all BS. Okay, it was all complete BS. So of course, as he know and he saw, I started getting really mad. Like I started really getting like really annoyed with the whole thing. And it came down to a point of when the girl, the application was sent to her and she never filled out the application. Now she had the application for about a good 3-4 days and she never filled out the application. Remind you, we're still on a time frame of when we have to be out. And she kept like playing around and everything, and I asked her, I was like, you know, I want to know if you can fill out the application today because everybody else is doing it. The quicker we get it in, the quicker we can get it in. So she chose to do some very childish, immature, kitty little stuff and have someone text my phone and be disrespectful to me. And I'm not about to live with that. That's dead, because it's gonna be me and you on site. Of course, me and the girl end up not being cool no more. And so it left with it was just me, Red, and the other guy. Now at this point in time, the other guy has become her boyfriend. When I reached out to the guy that night, like, hey, I would completely understand if you don't want to live with us anymore because of this whole situation. This is around the time of when this virus hit and everything. It messed up my money. That heifer, she messed up my money because I'm a waitress as well. So my main source of income was gone. And so I knew that the guys together, they made a lot of money. So I knew that on paper, we would get the apartment with no problem. So I asked him, I was like, you know, but I still do need your help on paper. He said, yes, I'll still help you guys out. So every time I spoke to this guy, it was never, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this with you guys. So I was the one sending him the email of where he's supposed to send his pay stubs, where he's supposed to send his identification, all that stuff. he liked the message or either said okay, one of the two. And, you know, I never heard nothing else from him, right? I started to get mad. Like, literally, like, we had to be out that next week. Like, literally, we had to be out the next week. And it was just like, we didn't have nowhere of idea of where we were going to go because we still hadn't got the apartment.
I had a couple conversations with him. He said he was going to do it. I mean, he still didn't do it. And, you know, he a grown man, so I'm not going to keep talking to no grown man. It's either you're going to do it or you don't. And he didn't do it. I've been kind of told her, I think they thought they were playing and stuff like that. And I thought we should have did our own thing anyway. But
I was all about the money type thing. Cause I was like, it's split 4 ways. That's good, you know?
Yeah, I ain't really care about that.
They just kept kind of giving us the runaround. And with the guy, at the very last minute, he decided to flake. But the way that we found out was how?
Oh, she texted me saying she wasn't going to do it. Well, he wasn't going to do it or whatnot. And, so.
And my thing was this. You couldn't even text me and tell me you wasn't trying to live with us no more or even do the thing. But you can text him and tell him that somebody else said that they not. Girl, the thing that got me was that why are you telling us that he's not doing it anymore? Why isn't he telling? He's a man. He's supposed to be a man. So why isn't he telling us that? Because every time we talk to him, it's always, yeah, I'm going to do it. But it don't really be that case. And I thought that was mad shady. So, of course, I got mad. We got to a point where we were just like, all right, well, we're going to have to do this on our own. But here's the twist. This little boy, I wasn't about to move with him either because he was really pissing me off. Because my thing is this, if these two people has already shown to us that they don't care about our well-being, that they don't care where we end up at, why are you still being friends with them? So why when I'm pulling up to pick him up from work, he's at the call with the guy? Like, why are you at the call with him? Making me look like that I'm the only one with the issue and he's still being friends with them. So I was like, okay, well, since you want to be friends with them so badly, then I'm going to go back home to Virginia and you can go find your own way. Simple. And what you say?
Man, that was fucked up. Real messed up. Real messed up. I'm just leave it at that.
The thing about why I grew to love Red as much as I do now is because, like, even when, like, I'm, like, really, really mad at something or whatnot, and he's the reason why I'm mad, he's not one of those type of guys. He'll just, like, well, you did this, or, well, that don't make sense. He's one of those guys that, like, will really listen. He ended up talking to me in a way to where it was like, okay, I'm gonna calm down, and I'm gonna see his perspective of it, and we're gonna kind of go from there. Of course, he talked to me in that way, and I saw his perspective, so because we live together. Yeah, like I said, the guy ended up flaking on us, and it was just kind of like, well, we're on our own. We literally had, what, like 4 days? I feel like 4 days, 4 or 5 days we had before we had to be out of my apartment. We were just like, we really gotta find something. So we sacrificed work because the place that we ended up, that we did have money on, they was not at no type of way like letting us slide. Like, you know how you get that gut feeling like this ain't meant to be. I feel like God is trying to shield us from something and we keep trying to push it. Like, I feel like we should just find somewhere else to go. I end up stumbling upon the place that we at now. He ended up loving it as well as much as I do. And so we end up getting here. The crazy part about it is that even though him and I like lived at my other apartment and we lived at this apartment, he still had his guard up. Like, I already had fell for the guy. I didn't tell him that. Like, I was not gonna tell him that. But so some days he made me feel like he really, really liked me, and then some days he made me feel like I didn't know what was happening. Eventually, he decided that he was down for the kid, and he loved the kid, because I made him tell me first.
I saw her play Call of Duty, and I'm like, yup, you my girlfriend. So that's how that went down. Overall,
we was dealing with each other like probably about what, 5 months, coming up on 6 now. I think August makes 6.
Yeah, what she said.
You better remember the days. I ain't playing with you. But anywho, the same day he asked me to be his girlfriend, he ends up telling me he loves me as well, which was a really big thing because he was really like cautious of his heart. The fact that I stole his heart, that makes me the queen. I mean, hey, we're happy. As you guys can see, I'm glowing. We're great in our little circle, in our little bubble that we got going on. I mean, yeah, that's really it, to be honest with you. So you guys, I really think that's probably about sum up the story. If you guys have any comments or, you know, questions, if y'all do actually want us to do a Q&A, then go ahead and drop those comments underneath this video. And if you haven't already subscribed, because what they doing? Like, so go ahead and hit subscribe. Go ahead and like this video. Tell your friends about this video. Tell your friends about our channel. Tell them there is a new couple on the block. Give us that love and support. If you haven't already, as I said in the last video, go ahead and like our other videos as well, and subscribe, and go ahead and comment and share and all those good things over there on our Facts and Smack challenge and the unfortunate video of him doing my makeup. But as you guys know, we love you guys. Much. And if you already haven't as well, go ahead and follow us on TikTok. Make sure you follow us on Instagram. And we will see you guys in our next YouTube video. The golden key, the golden key, the golden key. Alright, you guys. So we love you guys so much. And we will see you guys in our next video. Give it to me. Give up. Did you just fart? Alright guys, we love you and we'll see you next time. Bye.
She take me out of my place, but I stay in my zone. Look me right in my face, she can see through my soul.